Hi there folks, and welcome to another episode of Talking Faith. It's great to be here with you on this wonderful sunny day, hopefully a sign that we're maybe getting a little bit more of the summer weather coming in over the next little while. But I do hope that you're kind of comfortable, you maybe got that tea or coffee to grab and sit down with us as we just chat faith, share some thoughts, some reflections that myself or Johnny have, and just share them with you. And we're continuing on this little sort of series that we've started in the Psalms. Don't worry, we're not going to be going through all 150, but just selecting some as we go to reflect on and to kind of bring out in our own lives. So we're going to start today with Psalm 3.
Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my high head. I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear, though tens of thousands assail me on every side. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies in the jaw, break their teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people.
So today we're going to be thinking a little bit about Psalm chapter 3, which is a psalm of David. And the context which David writes this psalm, I think, is really interesting and important for us as we understand a little of what's going on here. You see, David's son has just rebelled against him. He's turned on David and he's tried to usurp the throne. And David has been forced into hiding. He's been forced to run away, to flee and to hide, while his son kind of takes the throne, at least for a little while. And we ultimately know, looking back, that David would come back. Unfortunately, there's a big battle that takes place and David's son gets killed in that battle. But for David, in this moment, as he writes these words, we can hear his pain and his sorrow. There's the uncertainty of what's going on in his kingdom and all that's been built. There's the pain of his own son turning his back on him, betraying him, trying to take what isn't his. And you can feel all these emotions coming through in this psalm, particularly in the first half, because that's what we would consider a lament. Now, laments aren't really things we talk about quite so much in church these days, and I think it's kind of unfortunate. I genuinely think it's a lost trove for us as Christians to consider the value of lament, because the Old Testament is filled with it. The Psalms, there are many of them written in lament. There's the book of Lamentations, which, that is unsurprisingly all about lamenting. And there are many other places in Scripture where people lament. Because what is lamenting? At its heart, it's expressing pain, sorrow, uncertainty, worry before God, often in a more poetic manner, but it's getting those emotions, those feelings, those worries that are weighing us down on our chest and bringing them before God, going, God, this is what's going on and I don't understand it, and I'm laying it before your feet because I don't get what's going on, and you're bringing it before God. And I think that's a really valuable thing for us to do, for each and every one of us in our lives, to bring the things to God that are on our hearts and on our minds, to lay them at his feet and go, God, what is going on here? I don't really get it, but I need your help. I need you in this process. And I wonder what it would be like for us to lament more, particularly as a community. What would it look like for us as a church to lament? Think about this last year or so with all that's gone on with COVID and the pandemic. What does it mean for us to lament over the loss that has gone on over the course of this year? Loss of life, loss of loved ones, loss of time, loss of energy, loss of health and stability, loss of jobs. There has been so much loss over the course of this year. Well, what does it look like for us as church to bring that before God honestly and openly, being real with those pains and those feelings that we've got? But the important thing as well with lament is that it doesn't stop there. Just like in this psalm, David is real, he lashes out, he is honest, he brings everything before God. But then, in conclusion, he comes to this summary that is like, ultimately, I might not get it. I might not understand it, but God, I trust you. You are my salvation, my faith and my hope. He's putting them in God's hands. He's honest with where he is at, but then in faith, he lets go and appreciates that there is more wonder in the courts of God than there ever can be when we simply strive on our own. And so there's a huge amount in that for us as individuals to reflect over, to consider the things that we must lament in our lives, to consider what it means to bring them before God, and to consider what it means eventually to let go and to trust in Him. So I hope you find those simple little thoughts valuable for today. God bless.